G'day, David, back in the workshop again. Just been trying to work out how I'm going to get these port and starboard front berthing lines into the harbour and onto their mooring blocks. They're quite heavy chain, and then we'll have 32mm Aquatech shackled to that rope going up to the boat. So yeah, I've just been struggling with the various concepts of how am I going to float this stuff out? What am I going to do? What we want to have happen, I'll just draw it up here so that you can see what I'm struggling with. Righto, there's your sea level. That's where we want it to go. Here's the sea floor. And there's the mooring block, which that currently exists. So I just have to shackle into that block. So what we need to have happen is, I'll draw the mooring chain because it's really heavy. It's the links are 250mm. Actually, I've got one here. So that's one that I've cut. They're stud link, so I had to cut that out. They're roughly, that's about 40mm across and about 36 that way. So they've got a little bit of wear to them. They're heavy and they're 250mm long. So, how do we get the mooring chain to look like this? Perfectly lying, not going across anyone else's lines or any chains or anything like that, just sitting on the seabed, and then the Aquatech coming up to the boat, which, you know, will be something like that. Stinky. So yeah, that'll come up and go into the cleat of the boat. That's the desired effect. That's the plan. How do I make that happen? There's a few different things we got to look at. The weight and a principle known as buoyancy or flotation, and that's what's been doing my head in a bit. And I was sort of studying up, Googling a bit about Archimedes, who's got the theory on buoyancy, and he's got all these different principles. I was struggling with a little bit of it, but essentially I was talking to a wise old guy down at the harbour, and he said it wasn't Archimedes that invented this theory anyway. I said, really? I couldn't believe it. He said, no, it's an Aussie. I went, an Aussie? When? And he said, thousands and thousands of years ago. I went, right. I said, well, maybe I'll understand it better because I'm not really getting my head around all these theories. He said, it's simple. It is simple. He said, what you get, if you want something to float, this is how the Aussie did it, and then Archimedes stole his whole concept. So this is actually the little known, hidden for many, many years principle, Australian buoyancy principle. What it is you want something to float. You've got to have a bit of abracadabra plus a bit of presto equals Bob's your uncle. It floats. I never knew. But as soon as he said that, I thought, oh, okay, no worries. So it'll float. He said, think of a ball of clay. A ball of clay, you throw it in the water, nothing happens. It just sinks. But you get that clay, a little bit of abracadabra, make it into a bowl, say, hey presto, put it on the water, it floats. Amazing. Suddenly I got it. All right, so let's take the ancient Aussie principle of buoyancy and apply it to my situation. I can't mould my chain into anything else, so I've got to use something else. But I've got a bunch of 20-litre drums. Hey, presto, that's what we need. So let's look at the weight first. How heavy is it? It is, when I bought 27.5 metres of chain, and we put it on a load cell so I could work out what I needed to cart it home in, because my ute definitely wasn't going to do it. It equaled 850 kilograms, which roughly equates to just under 31 kilograms per lineal metre. And I've got on the port mooring chain 10 metres of it, so we'll use that. So times 10 metres equals 310 kilograms of weight that we need to come up with a bit of abracadabra and hey presto so that we can get it to look like that. So I was talking about those drums. I've got, there's a fair few. I think I've got 11 20-litre drums, and I've also got a couple other fenders and big floats that I could incorporate into this if I need to. But let's just go with the stuff that we know. So 20-litre drum full of air, you know, we'll give Archimedes the credit this time, but we know where it's really come from, equals 20 kilograms of Bob's your uncle. Hey presto, there it is, 20 kilos of flotation, let's call it that, or buoyancy. And I've got 11 drums, so that's going to give us 220 kilograms of Bob's your uncle flotation. So if we look at that, that means we're left with 90 kilos left. Now, that's good because we want a little bit of weight as we're working with this. We don't want the whole thing to just float. We want it to be able to be placed, and then we can release those drums once we've got it exactly where we've placed it. It's not going to be over anyone else's mooring chains or causing any grief. So how do we do it? Because that's not what we've got at the moment. What we've got at the moment is a mooring block on the seabed. And what do I want here? There's our sea level. There's our X marks the spot. That's where we want to be, and that's all we've got. And we've got a boat with the mooring chain in it, Stinky. So we're going to reverse or position Stinky on top of this block, as close to it as we can. Like that, something like that. Chain will be red, dangerous, dangerous red chain. Everything when you're underwater is hard to work with. When you've got fins and, you know, dive gear, it's very hard to do anything really. So the more controlled you can do it, the better. And you should only have to sort of do it once. So we park the boat here. We then start to release some of this chain over, but we know, say 20 litres per metre, or say per 750 mil, 3/4 of a metre, we'll attach one of those drums. This is only about 4 to 5 metres. So if we say it's, oh look, say it's 6 metres deep, 6 metres from there to the sea floor. So let's say we start paying out this cable out the back of the boat. And the idea is we want to get down here. But we've got a flotation drum every 3/4 of a metre, say, or a metre. We'll see how we go on the day. So that's taking it so that it's not so much of a load here. This is still carrying the rest of the load. And we're getting a managed delivery of the chain to the desired location. So that continues on until we can get it down to a point where I can attach it with a shackle onto here. By that stage, we'll probably be using all, 11 of those drums, and maybe, we probably won't actually. 3, say it's 6 metres. We only need, 180. So 6 metres times the 31 kilos per metre equals 186 kilos. 186 kilograms, I think. Yep. Right, so that's all we really need of flotation. And we said before, we've got 220. So technically we could float that the whole way and then be pulling it down to get to the spot. So we'll just manage that as we go. Once we get to this point, we can work towards our objective. Now our objective is to get this chain laid out perfectly along there, and then the Aquatech rope up to here. So we'll change that now. We'll say let's go halfway along. So we take old Stinky, halfway along. It'll look a little different. We'll be in a situation like this. most of the chain will be out, and it will be along here, but it'll still be going up here at some point. What am I doing here? And we'll have the Aquatech rope shackled on and up to the boat. This will still have a few floats on it. I've got a couple of guys in another boat that'll be, as we release these floats, they're popping up, they'll be getting them and giving them back to the guys, so that if we did need to sort of manage it and use more, we could. Okay, so that's where we're at. Then all we got to do is keep that going, moving those, taking those off as we drive towards the desired position, so that eventually it'll just look like what we need, which will be 10 meters of chain. That's 6 meters. We'll go, there's 10 maybe. It's actually about a 30-meter run, so the 10 meters of chain will be a third of it, and then we'll have 20 meters of Aquatech going up to the boat, which will be like that, there, and as the old Aussie philosopher used to say, Bob's your uncle. It's done. Happy days. So I'll be doing that hopefully next Monday, which is just under a week away. The weather's been not great. There's some strong westerlies predicted at the moment. They've just hit, and there's been some really dodgy kind of green algae in the water, so visibility hasn't been good. And when you're doing dive projects, when you've got different ropes and very, very heavy chain, if that stuff was to just let go and come down, 300 kilos coming down on a diver is not a good thing, and we don't need that. So it's going to be very controlled, and hopefully in a week's time we'll get a bit of footage. I've got a mate who does who's got another video channel. He'll be doing drone stuff and all that sort of fancy stuff, I think. So that's the theory, and we'll put it into practice next week. Thanks for watching.